Hello everyone and welcome to the webinar. My name is Gareth Jehu and today I'm going to show you how to make £1,000 per week using Facebook pages, all in 6 easy to follow steps. This webinar is for you. If you're currently on Facebook, in other words you have your own profile page. If you're looking for an easy and interesting way of making money online. If you do not have a lot of spare time, once this is set up, it almost runs on complete autopilot. You want to spend 2 hours or less and you want to earn £1,000 per week. You want to enjoy what you do. That's the dream, isn't it? To actually get paid for something you enjoy doing. It doesn't feel like work then. Turn a hobby or interest into an income. And if you've been trying to make money online for a while and nothing is working, guys, this works. If you currently have a Facebook profile and you use it to tell people what you've had for breakfast, that you're hating work, or just to stay in touch with friends that live far away, if so, you are not truly harnessing the power of Facebook. There are two big problems people face when trying to start an online business. Building a website, getting traffic to that website. You have to choose the right platform. You then have to design and build a website or pay someone else to do it for you, which can cost thousands. Websites don't come with automatic traffic, so you then have to get traffic to that website. By the end of this presentation, you will have a web page built and on one of the biggest known traffic sources on the planet. And you'll know how to turn it into £1,000 per week income and scale up from there. There's no limitation to this. You can have as many Facebook pages running all at the same time, all with very little input needed from yourself. So what led me to this webinar? I've always had a burning ambition to own my own business. So after months of research, I made the classic mistake of buying into a food franchise, Subway sandwiches. It was hard work, long hours and very expensive to start. Running the business had very high overheads, but I was determined to make it work. I built the business up quickly, and within 3 years I had 3 shops and a turnover of £700,000. I had the plan. I'd read every business book you could imagine, and my plan was to scale this business up to 20 plus shops and semi-retire by the time I was 40. By the way, if you can see my picture on the screen, I am only 35, even though I do look more like 40. Guys, I was making lots of money. All of a sudden, the recession hit, and sales dropped while costs increased. Food costs went up, rates went up, and you don't have any choice but to pay it. You don't have the option of saying, I won't pay your rent increases. I won't pay the increased minimum wage. You can't just take all your equipment and move to another location if the traffic isn't coming in through your door. I'm sure everyone knows the Subway business model, but it's not a cheap lunchtime option. My average ticket was £5.20 per person. People started to bring their own lunch to work, or go to the local Greggs and spend £2 or £3. The problem with a bricks and mortar business is you cannot move it. You're not completely reliant on your customers coming to you. Before you make a penny for all your hard work, you have to cover the overheads. I was offered no help from Subway when sales didn't meet the overhead costs. This nearly bankrupted me. I started to think there are other economies that weren't affected by the recession, places like Australia. But I couldn't sell to someone in Australia from my shop in the UK. I was stuck, and I realised I had a completely flawed business model. Franchising wasn't the answer. It was an 80s or 90s business model. It was outdated. So I sat down and thought about it. I decided the reason I failed was I didn't have a store with unlimited traffic. I looked online and found one of the biggest traffic sources was Facebook. Not only did they have the traffic, they tell you exactly what they like and what they want. If everyone wore a badge saying I like Subways, then it would be easy to target these people and get them into the shop. But we didn't have that information. You wouldn't know if you walked past someone whether they ate Subways or not. I could have chosen any platform, but I chose Facebook for a reason. I did a lot of research on Facebook, and I will share some of this with you. Compared to Facebook, which tells you everything about everyone, people post their whole lives on their Facebook profile, which is why I turned to the internet and Facebook pages to make money with no risk and very little effort. I went looking for someone to help me with this, for the same reason I started a franchise, instead of Gareth's Bap sandwich stores. I wanted to utilise their knowledge and build on it, which is exactly what I did. Someone has already made this model work, and I didn't want to start from scratch again. I found an underground guru who was earning £1,000 per week. I paid him a lot of money to show me what to do. I then built on the basics and added new advertising and content generating to automate the system. I can now spend an hour creating a Facebook page and launching it. And I'm in the process of scaling this business up to 50 plus Facebook pages, all running at the same time, all generating income. What I like about an internet business is that there is unlimited traffic and no risk. But also I love the fact that I can now get to work from home when I want to. And this doesn't take a lot of time, so it isn't a lot. And I actually love taking the kids to school. And I've started going to the gym again. I have a life. I can do the things I enjoy. Instead of trading my time for money, I'm now trading knowledge for money. I'm adding value. That's what it's all about. So let's have a look at some proof of income. This is my ClickBank statement. This is Amazon and that's eBay. Now if you look at that, guys, that is literally just from one Facebook page. So if you look at that, and then what would 20, 30, 40, 50 sites generate? All from monetization strategies I'm about to show you. Let's have a look at why I chose Facebook in the first place. Facebook has grown to 1.2 billion users in less than 10 years. 33% are likely to do product research on Facebook. 51% likely to buy a product from a business page that they follow. That's the biggest stat that made my mind up. 51% of people who like your page are likely to buy a product from you. Over 1 billion people on Facebook, more than 500,000 people log in each and every day. 5 new Facebook profiles are created every second, which means new potential clients and customers join Facebook constantly. Users spend 20 minutes per visit on average. 510,000 comments are posted every minute. 42% of marketers say Facebook is critical or important to their business. So, what's this all about? The 6 steps to £1,000 per week. Step 1. You have to make sure you have a profitable niche before you start. Step 2. Create the Facebook page, or as I call it, a kick-ass Facebook page, to ensure you engage with your audience and attract the right type of people to your page. Step 3. Generate content. Ensure that you're engaging with your audience on an ongoing basis and that they find your page of interest. Get traffic to your page. But it has to be targeted traffic. They have to actually like what your page is about. There's no point in doing this if you're not going to get paid. You then need to monetize your Facebook page. On an ongoing basis, you need to update and build relationships with your audience through content generation and communication. So let's have a look at each step in more depth. Research a profitable niche. It is always best to start with what you already know and are passionate about. With this strategy, it's more so than ever. Make a list of your hobbies, interests and experiences. If you find this difficult, sit down and write out a week of what you do on a day-to-day basis. Everyone inside their head has got something to offer someone. So you've got information whether you know it or not. Get that down on paper and start deciding what things you enjoy doing, what your interests are, and how that could be turned into a Facebook page. If you get stuck, Google it. Find ideas online. If you've got a nugget of an idea, you can use Google to actually formulate that idea and get it more targeted. Do a keyword search. Once you've got your niche, you need to have a look to see if it's going to be profitable. Now, Google EasySearch.com is great. If you just put literally your niche and subject into there, that'll tell you how many average monthly searches are done for that particular keyword. Now, I have a very set parameter that I work within. I will only look at doing a Facebook page for a particular niche if it's got between 30 and 150,000 monthly searches. The reason why I don't do anything less than 30 is it needs to be a busy enough and popular enough niche for me to get enough people together into one place. I don't do any more than 150 because it would be too much of a saturated market. So how many searches do you think would make the niche worthwhile? Like I've already said, 30 to 150,000 in my opinion, but opinions do vary. Where else do you think you could find profitable niches from? Magazines is a very good way to go. If there's a magazine, there's money in that niche. Take any niche topic. It could be sports, weight loss, shoes. In fact, almost anything you can think of that people might be fans of. Is it a healthy market? And that's how you find out whether it's a healthy market. If there's a magazine already being published, you can guarantee there's money within that niche. Nobody would go to the cost in both time and money of actually producing a magazine if people weren't going to buy it. So let's have a look at an example. I've used Google Easy Search and I've searched on a keyword. I've literally just put fishing into the product information line. Who thinks there are enough average monthly searches to make this niche popular enough? Is it a healthy enough market? Well, as you can see fishing equipment is 61,600 average monthly searches. You can also see fishing rods is 82,170 average monthly searches. Now, in my opinion, that falls well within my 30 to 150,000 parameter. So, in my opinion, yes, it most definitely does tick that box. But is it a healthy enough market? Do people spend money on fishing and fishing equipment? Are there fishing magazines? Of course there are. Fishing is big business. There's even a fishing channel. But hold on, before everyone rushes out and starts a fishing Facebook page, I wouldn't suggest looking at this niche unless you have a genuine interest in fishing. I'll explain why in a minute. There are 2,300 plus For Dummies books. Again, the same sort of thing with a magazine. They would not go to the expense of researching, writing and publishing a book that there wasn't a market for. You can see here, there's WordPress, software management and Google Plus for Dummies. Just as a side note, who would have thought that a series of books called For Dummies would actually be popular? Sorry guys, just a bit of a technical issue with my laptop. Okay, so you found your profitable niche. You found an audience. We now need to create the page. A Facebook page is a business account on Facebook. You set up a Facebook page by clicking the Create a Page link that appears at the top right hand corner of the right sidebar on any other Facebook page, and then walk through some simple steps to set up your page. A business page is an area on Facebook where people have to click the like button in order to see your content in their newsfeed. So this is an example of a Facebook page. This one is an actual charity called Feel the Magic. It's run by a guy called James Thomas from Australia. He takes children who've tragically lost a parent to Disney World. This is a very professional looking Facebook page. You can see the logo, Feel the Magic, and then you can also see a very high quality image. This is another Facebook page. This is Steve Nessa's Facebook page for Web Business Breakthrough. Again, very professional Facebook page, nice images, very nice headshot, very professionally done, well put together. It's attractive to his target audience. So what's the difference between a Facebook page and a profile? A Facebook profile is a personal account on Facebook. When you join Facebook, you get a profile. This is a place where you can connect with friends, see their posts in your newsfeed, post your thoughts and pictures. There's two issues with a Facebook profile. The one is, and the most important, you are not allowed to advertise or promote anything on your personal profile. Facebook will shut you down if you do it. You might get away with it for a couple of times, but you will eventually get closed down. And the other issue is that you can only have a maximum of 5,000 friends on a personal profile. With a Facebook page, you can have as many likes as you can generate. So to create a Facebook page, very, very simple to do, even with no or little internet knowledge. In my opinion, it's best to do it through a Facebook profile page. And if you simply head over to facebook.com/pages/create.php ? That will take you directly through to this. Now this page here gives you 6 options. So when you follow the link provided, you're given an option of what type of page you would like to create. Now you're not a local business like my Subway shops were. You're not a company or a brand or an artist or even entertainment, I would say most of the time. So you want the community page option. This is where people with similar interests are brought together. Facebook's definition is community pages are a type of Facebook page dedicated to a topic or experience that is owned collectively by the community connected to it. Just like official pages for businesses, organizations and public figures, community pages let you connect with others who share similar interests and experience. On each community page, you'll be able to learn more about a topic or an experience, whether it's cooking or learning a new language, and see what your friends and others in the Facebook community are saying about that particular topic. So, you found your profitable niche. You've started your brand new Facebook page. Now you want an image to make it look more appealing. With regards to the image, I would not suggest just copying one from Google due to copyright. I normally use iStockPhoto.com. It's not expensive at all, or you can go directly to a resource called Fiverr.com, and that's Fiverr with 2 R's. And for $5 they will supply an image. This is obviously if you do not have your own picture. Now as you can see from this example, it's assumed that the person that owns and runs this page is actually in at least one of the pictures. Doesn't have to be, but that's a very nice personal touch to make your page unique. Rather than using a stock image, you're actually using your own pictures of either your members, your friends, or yourself. Now, you need to add some basic details. Don't worry too much at this stage of getting it right, as you can always change it or tweak it as you go along. What I love about this particular Facebook page is the creator has managed to get the Tell Your Story into the main logo, inviting people to fill the page with interesting information and stories. Absolutely genius. Fishers always love talking about the size of fish they've just caught. This platform gives them the opportunity to talk to like-minded people about their particular passion. Check out how many likes they have. 319,000. Wow! Guys, make it look professional. Fiverr.com is a great resource for this type of thing. And for only $5 you can get a professional logo, a background image, and even get someone to upload them for you if you're not sure. You can find pretty much any resource you can think of actually on Fiverr.com. So step 3. You need to start generating some content. You've got your niche, you've got the makings of a start of a Facebook page, you need to put some really interesting content in there to attract your audience. This is why it's always best to have a genuine interest in your chosen niche. There's nothing harder than actually writing about something that you have got no interest in whatsoever. It's too much like hard work. Write about what you like about the niche and what your aim is for the site. An example could be, and this is called a long description within the Facebook page. The aim of this Facebook page is to bring fish enthusiasts together, to share stories and tips on the best fishing locations around the world. I'll also be giving you the opportunity to save money on the latest fishing equipment and information. Now what I like about that, apart from the fact I put it together, is that you're actually preempting. You're telling your new Facebook fans that you are actually going to be providing them opportunities to save money. In other words, you're going to be giving them promotions. So you're preempting. You're letting them know that that is going to happen. So it's their choice then whether they like your page or not, and actually get to see those offers that you're promoting. If you get stuck, you can always go to eZineArticles.com, which is free and easy to use. You can use the articles on the site as long as you include the author's name and the link. Now, what you do is you literally just go into eZineArticles.com, you search for your particular niche. In this case it would be fishing, and there will be lots and lots of different articles written by lots and lots of different people. Make sure you read through the article, don't just literally copy it and paste it without seeing the quality of it. But have a look at it, and if it suits your target market and it's about what you want to talk about at that moment in time, you can copy and you can actually paste the whole thing into Facebook. People like seeing valuable content and valuable information. But you do have to make sure you include the author's name and link at the bottom of it to allow you to use it. So, to get traffic. Now you've got some interesting content, it's time to start driving traffic to your Facebook page. Send your link to your own Facebook friends and ask them to like it. Don't beg them. Now, this is another reason why I like linking Facebook profile page with your Facebook page. Most people have friends on their personal Facebook profile, and the easiest way to start, now that you have a professional looking page, is to ask your friends to like your page and send it to all of their friends. You could literally get 40,000 exposures, free, easy and quickly. If you've got 200 friends, which is about average for the Facebook profiles, and they each have 200 friends, that's 40,000. Now not everyone will be interested in your chosen niche, but those who are will like your page and they will get any new information, or more importantly, any new offers that are listed on your page. Facebook ads. They're inexpensive and highly targeted by demographic, gender, age, where they live, what their interests are. I don't personally spend more than £50 per month on Facebook page advertising overall. I don't think you need to, which is around 2% of my sales revenue. Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, generate likes by posting tweets. The potential is endless. Fiverr.com is a great way to get volume, and it's very cheap. But these are not very targeted. So this will be a little bit hit and miss. But it could be good to bolster your numbers. I always find with a Facebook page, people are more inclined to like your page if they see thousands of likes already on the page, which is why I would probably use Fiverr.com to kick off a page in the first place. I know I'm not going to get any sales from those particular likes, however, people will follow the crowd. People are more inclined to like a page that they see as being popular because other people have liked it before them. Now the traffic I want is highly targeted traffic. People who've liked a page or have joined a special interest group on Facebook. Because then I can simply set up an ultra low cost, laser targeted Facebook advertising campaign and only advertise to the specific people who already like what I'm promoting or have joined a group. And when I say mega low cost advertising, I mean just 1 to 2 pence per fan like. That's it. Being able to identify large volumes of people who all have the same niche interest and then being able to just send your advert to them is a really big deal. Think back to my Subway shops. If I could only advertise to the people who liked Subways, I would have saved a fortune in advertising and had a massive return on investment on my advertising pounds. Basically, Facebook now allow you to upload a list of email addresses, or Facebook UIDs, unique identification numbers. I'll explain what these are in a minute. In order for you to target your advertising by using data you have collated elsewhere. For example, with email marketing software like Aweber or GetResponse. Now if you start to build any kind of customer database, you can simply upload a list of email addresses, a custom audience in other words, directly to Facebook's ad manager. Facebook will then automatically search to see if any of the email addresses you have uploaded match the email addresses of any of their account holders. If they do, then those matching Facebook users will be targeted to see your advertising. This is great, as even if people have unsubscribed to your list, will see your advert. In short, for the first time, you can select who's going to see your Facebook adverts using third-party software. So far this is great if you want to set up an advertising campaign or to re-engage with existing customers. If you already have a list, but does this work if you don't currently have your own list? What if you want to attract new customers you don't have the email addresses for? In fact, what if you don't have an existing email database at all? That's not a problem. This is where the new custom audience feature comes into its own. If you go to facebook.com, use the search facility at the top of the page, search for your niche, then select groups as a filter. I've done an example to show you what that looks like. So for this example, all I've literally done is I've searched for fishing and I've clicked groups, which comes up on the left hand side as a filter because I didn't want to see people with fishing interests at this moment in time. So what I then did is I clicked on members of that particular fishing group. Now there are 7,906 members of this fishing news group. So all of this information, by the way, is public. I'm not asking you to join the group. I'm not asking you to send any friend requests or anything like that. We're literally just surfing the web. Okay, so now you're looking at all of the members within this fishing news group. Simply select on each person. So now you're looking at that person's personal profile. All you need to do is remove the www and replace it with graph and the URL. So all I did to get this public information openly available on Facebook was to remove the www part of the URL from the address bar of the profile page and replace this with the word graph. As shown in yellow highlighted section, some public domain information about the Facebook user is shown in black and white on the page. It's actually the ID number we're interested in, as this is the identification number we can use as an alternative to using an email address, which we can then use to begin building a custom audience with. Copy the unique identification number and paste this into either a notepad or a Word file. Next, we need to upload that file to Facebook's Advertising Manager. So, once you've gone through the niche group once, you'll have all the ID numbers you need. So this is Facebook's Advertising Manager. The first thing you need to do is click on the cogwheel in the top right hand corner of the personal profile page when you're logged into Facebook, and then select Manage Ads from the drop down menu. When the page loads, you just click the word Audiences on the left menu to go to the custom audience area of the Facebook account. Click Create Audience button in the top right hand corner and then select the type of audience you want to create on Facebook and the data source that you have. In our case, we have a data file custom audience. Facebook will then upload the data file for our new custom audience, and after preparing the data will let us know when it's available. Depending on how many people are listed in your data file, your internet speed and how busy Facebook servers are at the time of the import, this will depend on how long it takes to upload and prepare your data. However, a confirmation screen should give you an indication of when your newly created custom audience will be available for targeting. Now you can literally sit back and give yourself a pat on the back. So, let's have a look at creating the actual audience. This is the page where you can choose your audience. Whether you have your own list of emails or go through the groups with your interest, you are now ready to load that information to Facebook Advert Manager. This is so great. All I did for this example was selected UK, London, plus 20 kilometers, age 20 plus, men and women who like Louise Hay. Louise Hay is an American motivational author and the founder of Hay House. She has authored several New Thought self-help books, and is best known for a 1984 book, You Can Heal Your Life. Now, with this example, there are 42,000 people who meet this criteria that you can send your advert to. So basically, if I was Louise Hay and I wanted to do some sort of seminar in London, as an example, this is a way that I can actually get highly targeted people who already like what Louise Hay does. She then has 42,000 people she can actually target her advert to. Can you start to see the power of this, guys? Now, there's no point in doing all of that if you're not actually going to earn money from your page. You need to ensure your offers are relevant. There's no point in displaying knitting offers to people who are into fishing, as an example. You have to apply to become an Amazon associate and an eBay partner, but they are both well worth it. You will need a website or a mini site, as they do not want to be the only content on your site, and they want to ensure you have independent traffic. The traffic and content needs to be relevant to what your chosen niche is, and so the partnership will benefit both parties. Now, in this case, in fact, you don't actually even need to sell anything to make money. How is it possible? Well, imagine this. Let's keep the fishing example. Someone somewhere has a fishing rod to sell. You have a turnstile through which loads of fishing enthusiasts will pour. You get paid every time someone goes through that turnstile to take a look, whether they buy or don't buy. But think on this. You don't have to write to all of the fans saying, hey, this guy has a great fishing reel for sale, come through the turnstile and have a look. It's all done automatically for you. Firstly, social media sites like Facebook allow us to create a community of like-minded people, i.e. get loads of fans together in one little niche community. And secondly, eBay have recently changed its rules and now allow you to get paid on clicks that you send through from sites like Facebook. Whether they end up buying or not, you still get paid. Now, if you're a skeptical person who is looking for a reason not to take action, and yes, you may have seen eBay, but you'll find this pretty unique. eBay have a free-to-join program called the eBay Partner Network. It pays you a few pence per click. Now that's important, remember, because it means that they don't pay you a percentage of the sale, but instead pay you for everyone who clicks through to an item on their site. They don't have to buy anything, remember, for you to get paid. Just about gathering like-minded people together, then getting them to click on something. That's what Facebook is really good at, as a tool to allow you to herd people together into one place, where they congregate until you show them something of interest that they can click through to. And the great thing is that both of these resources are completely free. You don't have to spend a penny setting them up. So, let's have a quick look at what these things actually mean. Cost per action, or CPA, sometimes known as pay per action or PPA, also cost per conversion. It's an online advertising pricing model, where the advertiser pays for each specified action. For example, an impression, click, form submit, contact request, newsletter sign up. You get paid for all of those actions. An Amazon Associates is an affiliate program that allows you to earn a percentage of sales of books or other Amazon products. It includes the ability to link to specific books, categories or keywords. And then of course there's eBay, which is the world's online marketplace. A place for buyers and sellers to come together and buy or sell almost anything. To automate the content generation, you simply set up an RSS feed, so any new relevant products listed on eBay or Amazon will also be listed on your page. The cool thing about this is it's fully automated, so you don't have to keep adding your own manually listed or listings of available relevant new products or services. Instead, use what's called an RSS feed. On eBay, you can set up an RSS feed. Don't panic, it may sound complex, but it is really simple. RSS stands for Real Simple Syndication, by the way. What that means in simple terms, is that every time a new listing in your chosen category or a related accessory is put on eBay, the RSS feed puts it onto your Facebook page too, automatically. As a site owner, you don't have to lift a finger. It's done on autopilot. You can also use RSS feeds to put news items or content onto your page automatically. When people are looking at your Facebook page, then click through to look at a product that you've shown on eBay, you receive a small payment. As I said before, you get paid for each and every click. How much depends on the value of items people are visiting. If you're sending lots of fans to listings for Bentley's cars, for instance, you'll be getting more than if you send fans for knitting patterns that cost a couple of pence. So as with choosing any niche, choose fans who are likely to have high disposable income. If you're not confident putting an RSS feed onto your page, you can easily find someone who will do it for you for a fee at Fiverr.com, Elance, Odesk and lots of other places too. So the only thing that you actually need to do then to keep this going is to update and build the relationship on an ongoing basis. I spend no more than 2 hours a week on this. Write as if you're talking to a friend. If you find this difficult, what I find useful was a tip to actually record a conversation you actually have with your friend, to see what sort of language you use and how you put things across. Tell funny stories if it comes naturally to you. Don't force this. But if you make somebody smile, they will keep coming back for more. It really does help if you have a genuine interest in the subject. There's nothing worse trying to write content. I'd find it very, very difficult to write about fishing, for instance. I just haven't got any interest in fishing, so I'd find it an absolute chore, and I'd find it very, very difficult to find the information because I wouldn't know what was relevant and what wasn't. If you're stuck for relevant content, again, you can use the resource easignarticle.com. You can use this to copy and paste whole articles, as long as, again, you use the author's name and the link at the bottom. So let's recap. Step 1, you need to research a profitable niche. Step 2, create a kick-ass Facebook page. Step 3, generate relevant content that's going to engage with your audience. Drive traffic to your page. Monetize your Facebook page using CPA offers like Amazon and eBay. Update and build relationships with your audience on an ongoing basis. And it's no secret, guys, you do this by providing valuable information to your fans. Ongoing basis, they keep coming back for more. So when you leave this webinar, you've got a lot of great information from me, right? But if you haven't created your own Facebook page before, it can be a little overwhelming, right? So what can you do about it? Is it okay if I show you the fast and easy way to make all of this happen for you? Introducing the FB Easy Money System. How to make £1,000 per week using Facebook pages in only 2 hours per week. You're going to receive step-by-step instruction on how to implement this strategy right now. The great thing is, with the Facebook Money System, you will be able to follow the step-by-step tutorials, making this easy and quick to start making money right now. So the FB Easy Money System includes 8 webinars. Webinar 1. I go through step-by-step how to ensure you pick a profitable niche. Webinar 2. I help you set up your page right the first time to ensure it's targeted and professional looking. Webinar 3. Not as easy as it sounds. I will walk you through the application process, including putting a very small website together to get you through the application process. Webinar 4. How to communicate with your audience to ensure you start to build a relationship and establish trust from day one. Webinar 5. Creating valuable content will keep your audience engaged. It will enable you to keep your customers for a long period of time. Webinar 6. Your page is nothing without the right people or fans. The more targeted traffic you produce, the more money you make. Simple. Webinar 7. How to use FB scrapers to automate a lot of your marketing. And Webinar 8. How to fully automate the system so you too can spend no more than 2 hours per week running your new business. The total value of that package, guys, is £3,600. I'm also going to give full support. I'm going to do this with 6 one-hour coaching sessions on aspect building, monetizing and automating your FB pages. That's done through Skype. 3 months email support to ask me any questions you want or check something for you. Valued at a further £2,000. So here's what you get. 8 live webinars worth £3,600. 6 one-on-one Skype calls and 3 months of email access. £2,000. That's £5,600. Bonuses are available if you act today. Plus, I want to reward you if you've already made up your mind. You'll be happy to hear that you get these awesome bonuses as well. Bonus 1. How to choose a profitable niche and dominate it. Great quality 28-page ebook written by Kevin Nugent. Choosing a niche is an important first step. This ebook will ensure that you get it right. Valued at £97. Bonus 2. Facebooking craze for internet marketers. Facebook adverts can be targeted to your exact niche, age, interests, gender, and even where the prospect lives. This ebook goes into how to get targeted prospects from Facebook ads, valued at another £47. Bonus 3. Traffic overdrive. Avoid the pitfalls of generating traffic and increase web traffic for little or no money, valued at £37. So here's what you get. 8 live webinars. 6 one-hour Skype sessions, 3 months of unlimited email access, plus your 3 bonuses, giving a total value of £5,781. Can you do this another way? Of course you can. You could pay a Facebook mentor who's done this to walk you through each step on a one-to-one basis. That's if you can find one that's actually done it. Cost £15,000 plus. Now I know that's the cost because one of my students actually told me he learned more after 2 weeks on my course than he did after 3 months with a Facebook mentor, and that's how much it cost him. Or you can try and find a Filipino or Indian outsourcer to do it. But English is a problem, and you're gonna have to give them access to your private accounts, which can be very risky. Or you could even spend years learning this information, spending hours and hours of trial and error on your computer and still not getting the results you desire, wasting time and more money in the long run. The fact is, guys, there is no comparison. You won't pay that much today. Here's why I'm going to give you an amazing offer today. Because I want your success story. Your success is my success. Because I'm looking for people to partner with and spread the word. As a massive thank you to Stephen and Karina Esser, who actually got me started in the webinar business in the first place. After today, I'm going to be at least doubling the price of this package. So the total value of what I'm offering is £5,781. I'm not going to be asking anywhere near that today. All I'm asking for, and for the next 15 minutes, is £297 for this whole package. If you simply go to www.fanpageeasycash.com, you'll find a very simple payment screen. It's a one-click button and it's PayPal driven. Don't worry, if you're not a member on PayPal, you can actually use a normal credit card as well. Obviously, you are going to get a 30-day complete risk-free trial. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Any reason whatsoever, you get a full refund in the first 30 days. And for today only, I'm going to be offering a mega bonus. I will do all of the Facebook scraping for you. You tell me the niche, and I will get you the hugest list. That is not to be underestimated. That is a list of highly targeted people who have an interest in what your niche is about, valued at a further £970. So, including all of that, the price is still the same. £5,781 worth of value, only £297. Go to fanpageeasycash.com to make payment. Thank you very much for your time. I hope to be seeing you soon in the members area.